Have you ever listened to someone talk and felt your mind start to wander? They go on, but you can't quite grasp their main point. It's a common experience. We live in a world filled with constant noise and endless information. Everyone is competing for attention. If you want your ideas to stand out, you need a secret weapon. That weapon is concise communication. It's the art of being brief but clear. It's about delivering your message with power and precision. When you learn to be concise, people don't just hear you, they truly listen. They remember what you say long after the conversation is over. So, what does it truly mean to be concise? It's not just about using fewer words. Being concise means choosing the right words. It means cutting out everything that is unnecessary. Think of it like a sculptor carving a masterpiece from a block of stone. The sculptor removes every piece that doesn't belong to the final statue. In the same way, a concise communicator removes filler words, repetitive phrases, and rambling stories. They get straight to the heart of the matter. This doesn't mean being rude or abrupt. It means respecting the listener's time and intelligence. It shows you've thought carefully about your message. Imagine the most memorable speeches you've ever heard. Think of famous quotes that have stood the test of time. What do they have in common? They are almost always short and powerful. Steve Jobs was a master of this. When he introduced the iPod, he didn't give a long list of technical specifications. He simply said, 1,000 songs in your pocket. That single sentence was memorable, easy to understand, and incredibly powerful. It painted a clear picture in the minds of the audience. That is the magic of concise communication. It transforms complex ideas into simple, unforgettable messages. The goal is to make every single word count. When you speak with intention, your message gains authority. People will see you as a clear thinker and a confident leader. They will be more likely to trust your ideas and follow your lead. Learning this skill isn't just about becoming a better speaker. It's about becoming a more effective influencer. It's about ensuring your voice rises above the noise. In a world where attention is the new currency, being concise is one of the most valuable skills you can possess. It allows you to connect, persuade, and inspire with remarkable efficiency. Let's explore some simple ways to make your communication more concise. First, start with your main point. Don't save your key message for the end. Present it right at the beginning. Instead of saying, "So, I was looking at the quarterly reports, and after analyzing the data from different departments, I think we have an issue with our budget. Try this. We need to reduce our budget by 10% this quarter." By leading with the headline, you immediately grab your listeners' attention and give them a framework for understanding the details that follow. This simple change makes a huge difference. Second, eliminate filler words. Words like like, and basically creep into our speech without us realizing it. They add clutter and make you sound less confident. To practice, try recording yourself speaking for 1 minute. Listen to the recording and count how many filler words you use. The first step to eliminating them is becoming aware of them. Instead of using a filler word, simply pause. A moment of silence can be powerful. It gives you time to think and adds weight to your next words. This small habit will instantly make you sound more polished and professional. Third, use the rule of 3. The human brain loves patterns, and 3 is a magic number. Presenting ideas in groups of 3 makes them easier to remember and more satisfying to hear. For example, instead of listing 7 reasons why a project is important, focus on the top 3. Say, "This project will help us save money, improve customer satisfaction, and increase our market share." It's clear, balanced, and memorable. Great communicators throughout history, from politicians to advertisers, have used this simple but effective technique to make their messages stick. Fourth, choose simple words over complex ones. Don't try to impress people with a big vocabulary. The goal of communication is to be understood, not to sound smart. Instead of saying, "We must endeavor to facilitate synergistic outcomes," just say, "We need to work together." Simple language is direct, powerful, and inclusive. It ensures that everyone in your audience, regardless of their background, can understand your message. Great leaders like Warren Buffett are known for their ability to explain complex financial topics in simple, everyday language. They know that clarity is the ultimate sign of intelligence. Finally, ask yourself, "So what?" after you make a statement. This question forces you to connect your message to what the listener cares about. It helps you cut out information that is interesting to you but irrelevant to them. For example, after presenting sales data, ask yourself, "So what?" The answer might be, "This means we need to focus our marketing efforts on a new customer group." By answering this question, you get to the core of why your information matters. This makes your communication not only concise, but also highly relevant and impactful for your audience. One of the biggest challenges people face when trying to be concise is the fear of being misunderstood. We worry that if we don't provide every single detail, our listeners will miss the point. This often leads us to over-explain things. We add extra context, repeat ourselves, and provide background information that isn't strictly necessary. This desire to be thorough is well-intentioned, but it often has the opposite effect. When you overload your audience with too much information, they can become confused or tune out completely. The core message gets lost in a sea of unnecessary words. A simple solution to this challenge is to trust your audience. Assume they are intelligent and can connect the dots. Focus on delivering your main points with clarity and confidence. After you've made your point, you can pause and ask, "Does that make sense?" Or, "Do you have any questions?" This invites dialogue and allows your listeners to ask for more detail if they need it. It turns a one-way monologue into a two-way conversation. This approach shows respect for their time while ensuring that everyone is on the same page. You provide the essential information first, then offer clarification as needed. Another common challenge is the pressure to sound knowledgeable. Some people believe that using more words, especially complex or technical ones, makes them seem more expert. They might ramble on, hoping that the sheer volume of their speech will impress others. This is often driven by a lack of confidence. They are afraid that a short, simple statement won't be enough to prove their expertise. However, true experts have the ability to make complicated subjects seem simple. They have such a deep understanding of their topic that they can distill it down to its essence. To overcome this, shift your focus from sounding smart to being understood. The real goal of communication is to transfer an idea from your mind to someone else's. The best way to do that is with clarity and simplicity. Before you speak, take a moment to identify the single most important idea you want to convey. This is your one thing. Write it down on a piece of paper or in your notes. Then, build your message around that one core idea. This practice forces you to prioritize and cut out anything that doesn't directly support your main point. Your confidence will grow as you see how effectively your clear, simple messages resonate with others. As we've seen, mastering concise communication is a game changer. It elevates your ideas, respects your audience, and establishes you as a clear-thinking leader. We've talked about starting with your main point, cutting filler words, using the rule of 3, choosing simple language, and asking, "So what?" to ensure relevance. We've also explored how to overcome the fear of being misunderstood and the pressure to sound overly complex. These are all powerful tools to have in your communication toolkit. But if you were to take away just one final tip, one effective technique to practice every day, what should it be? The most effective tip for communicating concisely is this: prepare to be brief. Conciseness doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of thoughtful preparation. Before any important conversation, meeting, or presentation, take a few minutes to think about your message. Ask yourself, what is the one thing I want my audience to remember? Once you have that answer, structure your communication around it. This simple act of preparation is the secret weapon of all great communicators. They don't just show up and talk. They arrive with a clear, focused message that they have already refined in their minds. Think of it like packing for a short trip. You can't bring your entire wardrobe. You have to choose only the essential items that you will need. In the same way, you can't share every thought in your head. You must select only the most important ideas that will serve your audience. By preparing to be brief, you are forced to make choices. You decide what matters most. This discipline will transform your communication from rambling and unfocused to sharp, powerful, and memorable. Start practicing this today, even for small conversations. You will be amazed at the results. Your voice and your ideas deserve to be heard. Don't let them get lost in a fog of unnecessary words. Embrace the power of concise communication. Start with this one tip. Prepare to be brief. Try it in your next team meeting, your next phone call, or even in an email. See how people respond when you deliver your message with clarity and purpose. And when you see how well it works, don't keep this powerful advice to yourself. Share this article with your friends, your colleagues, and anyone else who wants to make a lasting impact with their words. Let's start a movement of clear communication together.